Hey all. Not expecting to get a lot of people at this hour, but whatever. I'm gonna throw out stream announcements and we'll get underway. Alright, I'm hoping to play like 1 or 2 games. We'll see if we can play slightly faster, but I think part of how we've been getting better is talking through and really thinking through a lot of situations. So I kind of accept at the moment I'm just a slow Ark Nova player. You know, that's fine. On some level, I'm gonna argue the top players are too fast. It's insane, but again, you get some experience. It makes sense. Reptile breeding program in our hands. Reptiles are in the game. That means keeping this saltwater crocodiles very tempting. It has a double reptile symbol. It also requires the partner zoo, as does the reptile breeding program. It's kind of expensive to build a huge enclosure and play it, but this is very much kind of my initial thoughts. We can eventually build a free reptile house on this map, which is neat. Yeah, we're both on Park Restaurant. We have Association first. We're second seat. We could get beat to the Partner Zoo. That would suck. There's a Partner Zoo way down the road, too. Okay. Well, I think it's reptile breeding program and crocodile. What else do we got? We have herbivores and primates. Wow, what a mess. This is an herbivore, but it's not great. None of these are particularly thrilling, though. This is just a cheap animal, which is not bad. Cheap animal could be good. It just fits in a 2 size. I don't think we're rushing herbivores here. This herbivore is kind of expensive. Boosting sponsors doesn't help because our hand has no sponsors. We're going to wind up just going for a pretty fast break, which is actually part of how we're going to get the money to afford this crocodile, as well as using this $5 right off the bat. We're not going to get the income going off Park Restaurant very fast, so that's also iffy, but I still think this is the correct line to set up reptile breeding program, set up a future of big lizards. I'll just keep this bird. Side entrance is even more income. Cable car can be pretty powerful. A rhino plus a release. A lot of interesting cards. What does our opponent open with? Just opens with a uni, that's fine. I want the Australia Partner Zoo. I think I just take the Australian Partner Zoo here. It looks like I'm going to be first to be able to snap. Yeah, I could snap off like side entrance or something, but I don't know that we need side entrance. Alright, Australia Partner Zoo for us. Yeah. Play. Oh, also this crocodile lets us snap several cards from the row. I forgot about that. Okay, the fact that we get to snap a couple cards from this row is actually quite nice. We're gonna wind up discarding some cards at the break, but what can you do? My opponent gets the cable car off of Penguin Pool. They took the university and then covered up the card draw, and that was in rep range. Okay, fair enough. Well, cable car is good. I actually think I'm just Xing cards here, right? I don't want to draw cards. I just X cards. I do a huge break here for a bunch of money. I build my thing. I play my crocodile and I snap some stuff, and then we see where we're at. Yeah, I don't need a cards action. I'm gonna have too many cards already. Yeah, I'm gonna wind up discarding a bunch of cards actually, because I'm gonna wind up snapping, but that's alright. We don't love our opening hand anyhow. Alternatively, I could snap side entrance in order to play side entrance, but if I play side entrance, then I'm not even really. Yeah, no, it's whatever. I'm just gonna do this. This is not great, but my opponent might be snapping side entrance here. Okay, they do. That's fine. We can snap both the rhinoceros and the Serengeti. It's not a bad outcome for us. I actually have enough money that I don't have to take this $5, but I think I'm still supposed to. I think just having more money early is good here. Having this 5 size next to both water and rock is nice flexibility for later. If I do take this free reptile house, I can open this enclosure back up. Again, building towards the park restaurant income is going to be a little bit slow, so that part's going to be a bummer. Our opponent's going to have a wild amount of income on us once they get these buildings down, and the cable car is going to yeah, they're gonna be crushing income with side entrance cable car stuff. Uh, so that's spooky. That part's gonna be spooky, but my opponent also has a lot of cards in hand, actually. So I mean, we know some of them. They have side entrance in hand, and they still have the cable car in hand. So they have a lot of sponsors they want to play. They might just play side entrance right now. Uh, Although they have a slight issue of like, they also probably want to play an animal or two, but maybe not. They don't need animals super bad. But basically, I am gonna cause the break pretty soon. I want my opponent could cause the break here, but yeah, decides to play a side entrance. Makes sense. That makes sense. It does look like I'm going to snap the Rhinoceros in Serengeti, hold on to Reptile Breeding Program, and give up on these two size creatures I didn't care much about. Interesting side entrance location. I mean, if they can build a bunch of crap around it, but um, all right, we have a crocodile. Bunch of appeal. Give me a rhino, which we're gonna have to hold on to for a long time. So there's a shot this rhino and this breeding program are gonna get discarded, but I don't see any other strong reason. I mean, this at least is a primate, so like maybe we're supposed to take that, but can't focus on everything. Yeah, there's a tiger and a predator breeding program. My opponent is causing the break here. Interesting. I don't know if they're rethinking that. I'm like, if they draw cards, okay, yeah, they're just gonna build a two size. But they're still not playing animals, so our income is actually well. I guess they're about to. Oh, they're covering up the pay a sponsor. Oh, and they get to drop cable car right there. Okay, yeah, that's gonna boost their income quite nicely. Yeah, get some appeal. Get their income's still not that much better than ours though. I'm very happy to break here. I'd love to get my worker back so I can do this reptile breeding program right away. So we're just gonna. I could use cards to do this, but again, our hand's already full. We have no sponsors to play. Let's just drop sponsors down here. We're gonna discard some cards. Our opponent doesn't have to discard cards anymore, but again, whatever. We're discarding our opening cards we don't like. We're gonna get the reptile breeding program off, which is pretty key here for us. There's another reptile. It's a, it's a good reptile. Opponent takes the other university they need. That was pretty expected. I'm probably taking two size reward because I really need more build actions to snake around this park restaurant. And I kind of think this is a no upgrade build game. I'm actually pretty sure this is a no upgrade build game. I think. I think it's going to be a no upgrade build game for us. This guy also likes to live in a reptile house. I don't know how I'm going to draw him yet, but I'm taking the two size reward for now. We start to gain some rep at least. We get to upgrade a card. Alternatively, this is an upgrade build game, in which case I probably shouldn't have taken two size enclosures. No, this is fine. I don't need to upgrade build. I could upgrade sponsors just so I get more money when I keep breaking, which I don't hate. The question is, when does my next upgrade come in? I could also upgrade animals, but I actually don't know what I'm playing in animal. This rhino has a science tag. It's kind of annoying for us. I think this is upgrade sponsors because I think we're gonna be using sponsors to aggressively break. I could take this petting zoo animal, but I don't want that. Just give me a card from the deck. Giant panda. Holy smokes. Giant panda has a lot of prereqs, but it's a super efficient animal if one could actually play it. The thing is, we can't play it, so it doesn't really help us. Um, it feels kind of silly to snap that chameleon, but I'm tempted to just snap the chameleon. It's an expensive animal, and yet it gets us closer to just doing reptiles 4, which would be very good for us. Alternatively, I could look at several cards from the deck here. I could look at a bunch of cards from the deck, but I'm gonna have to discard most of the cards I draw again anyhow. I'm pretty sure I want to hold on to this Rhino plus release. So I think I'm just snapping that lizard. Except, okay. I also was thinking about just using build to build a giant enclosure to set up this Rhino later for the release. But if I do that, I don't have enough money. My opponent also doesn't have much money here. They did upgrade build. They're going to build around their side entrance. Yeah, they're going to kill us in income here soon. They're going to absolutely wreck us in income. Huh. Maybe I don't build. Maybe no build is correct. That seems fine, actually. This is a bit dubious. This game's not going super smooth here, but it's not horrific yet. All right, our opponent also breaks or takes cards, which is good for us. Or relatively good news for us. We want the break to come soon. Our opponent could break as early as next turn. That part's a little spooky. That part's a little spooky. Building also increased our income. I could build assuming they're gonna break. I could also just accept that I'm not playing an animal here. I'm just gonna drop the panda, keep these cards in hand for the moment. Oh, I'm gonna waste this card draw though. It's also kind of sad. I could just play the chameleon and like snap off predator breeding program as a speculative hold. I kind of want the break to occur though. You know what? Let's just cause the break to occur. That way when we play our lizard, we might have better things to snap anyhow. The only issue is I'm going to draw a card, and if this card is good, that's going to be sad. God, I mean, that's a good card, but again, when do I get to play it? I think my opponent is going to cause... Oh, no, it doesn't cause the break. It has the aquarium and the cable car? Oh, my God. Okay, sure. Just so many unique buildings, too. They're probably going to fill the map with upgraded build. Yeah. They're already filling so much of the map. This is a worrying start. The only thing I will say is my opponent doesn't look super well. They are playing animals for these projects. I don't know. They're gonna get projects going too. Hey, another lizard, though. That's good news. I actually do want to cause the break here, even though I'm going to discard these really big animals, but I hold these cards, and then I'm able to probably snap this guy, play the animals into these enclosures, sponsor Reptiles 4. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Our opponent is ahead of us $7 on income, which is bad, but it's not as bad as it looks because we do have free two-size pastures, so it's sort of like we're getting $4. Um, Also, actually, our income increases by 2 due to Park Restaurant here when I build this. If we are building a reptile house, we do have to consider where that reptile house is going. I just remembered that reptile house wants to be next to rock and water, and I'm never upgrading build was the plan. I might have already killed my reptile house locations. This actually kills the reptile house location, right? This is our last remaining reptile house location. Maybe I don't need the reptile house anymore, though. Maybe it's fine. A lot of things could live in the reptile house, though. I guess my reptile house only currently needs to be next to water. I have no rock creatures, so then the reptile house can still fit in right here. All right, sure. All right, let's confirm that. All right. Our opponent's going to build a bunch, finally get their side entrance income coming in. They're going to run petting zoo stuff. And they take a petting zoo animal, yep. Get a kiosk down, presumably a pavilion. No, not a pavilion. Interesting. I mean, they need more enclosures, so that's fair. Okay. I get to double play animals here. The only consideration is if there's... No, I want to use my worker immediately after just to do Reptiles 4, right? Just do Reptiles 4 immediately after. Yeah. Doesn't really matter where this guy goes. I think we're supposed to kick build out of the way. Actually, kicking cards out of the way is pretty reasonable too. We're still going to hold on to these 2 cards in our hand. So maybe I am willing to build something. Yeah, I probably am willing to build something. Just knock these cards out of the way. We want to have another very fast round. I'd like such a fast round from here. Wow, another bear. So many big animals that I just can't use. My opponent takes a rep action just to get rep back. Okay. Or just to get a worker back. I don't mind that too much. Alright. Reptiles 4. We can unlock snapping here also. I forgot about that. I could actually build the reptile house, but I don't think that makes sense. I could just take more income, but I sort of don't think I have huge income problems, especially since I have no sponsors to play still. Generally, I like snapping. It's just, is there anything that's great to snap here? There's kind of not anything super great to snap, but there eventually will be. Maybe this bear is worth snapping still. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to ever play it yet, but I'm just going to take 2 rep. It gets us a card upgrade. I think it's time to probably get our animals upgraded so we can actually get rep while we're playing animals. And I guess I'm just going to take this Eurasian brown bear. I don't see how I'm playing it. We're getting pretty close to a free partner zoo, which is really nice. Free partner zoo is very good. I think the game plan for the cycle I think the game plan for the cycle after this one is to take the 2-rep uni, get a rep when we play animals, play the rhinoceros because we'll finally have a science tag, and then we'll be able to do this release. What am I building? I could build another little, well, I can just rely on the 2 size there. I could just build like another 4 size enclosure just to be ready. I mean, I could just even put the rhino into this 4 size enclosure, I guess. I don't hate that. Just build one more big enclosure just to continue being flexible on things. If I ever do take this free reptile house, we have so many enclosures. This might be, maybe we just X build back again, honestly. Yeah, you know what? Just X build back again. We just don't need to build, right? I'm going to release this rhino anyhow. Yeah. I just don't think we need help building. We just honestly need our worker back. We just need, honestly, we're about to actually just break 7, right? Like, this is literally break 7. Like, our opponent is helping us out here slightly, but like, we just break 7. Yeah. Just easy break 7. Just be done. Yeah. Just use those X tokens, get out of this round. Take a ton of money because we don't have sponsors. But yeah, this upgraded sponsor is at least giving us so much money. Having no sponsors to play this game is sad, but we've just not had any that matter. Science Library looks playable here. The reptile's not that important. I guess we do snap Science Library, right? That's all right. I don't know that we're gonna play it, but we might. That's okay. None of these animals are important enough for us. Building a 2 size here. I actually could immediately play the Science Library by covering up an X token. Actually, I like that. Just buy ourselves Science Library immediately. I talked about taking the 1 more income from the park restaurant, but whatever. Getting more X tokens back right now is pretty good too, because I kind of want to continue to aggressively use them. Namely, I want to use an X token to associate this guy out. So yeah, this looks fine actually. We're gonna win the race to that partner zoo, which is nice. What is our? Have I looked at my final projects? I have large animal zoo or architectural zoo. Okay, large animal zoo is at least gonna be 2 points for us, so that's the good news. At least I think it'll be worth 2 points. We do have to find another big animal someday to put in, but all right. We use our worker. We take the 2-rep uni. Boom. 2-rep uni. Science library gives us a little. We get some rep. This is great. We get to play the rhinoceros. After we play rhinoceros, we can then do Serengeti release on that rhinoceros, which is not the greatest release of all time by any means, but it's solid. It's a solid release. It's going to get us another partner zoo. We get another card upgrade. We're going to get our worker back once we do Serengeti. Well, yeah, we're getting our worker back from the rep here, so we can eventually Serengeti still this round. We're going to be so ahead on projects versus our opponents. So that's going to be really nice. Our opponent's done no project yet, right? Or they have 2 herbivores available. Yeah, they've done no projects yet. I mean, they have better appeal and significantly better income. They're going to fill their map so soon. They are going to fill their map so soon. But they kind of actually don't have that many spots to put big enclosures. So they're going to struggle to like put high value animals anywhere too. And maybe they don't need high value animals, but I'm not quite sure. I don't actually quite know how they're going to get enough projects done. But they'll prove me wrong. I'm always dubious about certain things, and then I get surprised. I do get to take one of the base projects here. I think habitat diversity is probably the pick, because I may wind up taking these extra partner zoos later. I wouldn't be shocked if we wind up taking more partner zoos at some point. Probably we don't, but I don't think it's out of the question. Getting a free partner zoo, yeah, I don't know if it's out of the question that we're going to wind up taking more partner zoos. We're going to release the Africa symbol, but we already have the hardest symbols with Europe and Australia. It's not that hard to find North American and Africa usually, especially for like primates if you ever get around to primates. So yeah, I think habitat diversity is good. This is actually this is also a reason this rhino is so good, is like, yeah, we're going to just get another project that's going to be very playable eventually for another 5 CP for free, which is going to be great. Things seem really good here again, honestly. Like, things seem fine. I might actually take a cards action here. My guy does finally do a project, Herbivores 2. Gets that upgrade in. Upgrades their cards action. That makes sense. They need to upgrade cards in order to... They need to upgrade cards, keep doing this. They take the free reptile house. Okay, cool. They do put the reptile house in a good location. They might, maybe they find a way to reptiles 5, but reptiles 5 seems tricky for them. But I take a cards action and look at a bunch of cards here. The problem is I'm going to wind up discarding some of them. That's not a huge issue. Not a huge issue. I just want to draw 3 cards from the deck. I mean, technically I could take Bamboo Forest to release the Rhino, and then I still have another release, but I think that's overkill. I think I should finally look at fresh cards and see where they get us. Science Museum is cute. I don't know how we hit it. We're just... Oh, hilarious. We could keep release of patents because we're going to go under the appeal once we release the Rhino. We also have Herbivore breeding program. Crazy. I mean, we're going to release the only herbivore we have, so I don't know that we keep that. Although, also this grizzly, maybe we just discard this grizzly, right? I have no bear symbol to play this grizzly with. I don't know when that's going to change. It might change, though. It'd be so huge if it changes. Maybe just give up on Science Museum. Alternatively, I could just take the 2 Science Uni instead of the hand size Uni. And then I can play this. But by the time I'm playing this, do I even care? I think the answer is I don't. Let's discard Science Museum. I don't know that I have time for that. All right. I don't want the break to happen yet, actually. But I do want the break to happen soon. I think we X back build once again, because again, why are we building? We definitely don't need to build. My opponent's drawing Bamboo Forest. That was the only argument for taking Bamboo Forest, actually, was to keep it from our opponent, because now our opponent does have their next project. They have a decent release. Science Lab. Ooh. Science Lab, though, does interest me. More card draw is fun. More card draw is fun. Also, it's worth an endgame point, which is nice. But anyhow, just checking out our opponent. Their herbivore release is not that exciting, so whatever. Just X-back build. No reason to be building. We just don't need more enclosures at the moment. Although I do have the money. There's an argument that I should build something there, but again, why? I'm going to release a giant enclosure, and then I'm going to have 2 sizes open. No, we're fine. We're fine. All right, my opponent gets some more animals down. It's reasonable for them, for sure. What partner zoo do I want, by the way? I want to take probably a North American partner zoo just to help make it... Because it looks like I might wind up just grabbing this Caracal at some point for fitting in 2 size plus an Africa symbol. I don't know. Basically, I should take Africa or North America to just get ready for habitat diversity. This is going to be a relatively high CP game with a relatively low appeal because we're doing a release of our rhino. We haven't played super high appeal animals. We don't have that many animals. But we'll see how this goes. My opponent has a ton of appeal because they do have a full petting zoo, which is pretty powerful. Another release, not a great release for us. Make sure to use this worker before I cause the break or before my opponent causes the break. Whoa. Sorry, Serengeti is the play here. Get rid of the rhino. I could use this opportunity to build my reptile house and draw a card from the row. It's not bad. Yeah, I could take a worker with my next project. I don't think I need the 5 income reward, although the 5 income reward's honestly not bad. God, our opponent has such insane income. But yeah, let's take the free reptile house now. Don't take. So yeah, first release the rhinoceros. Take a partner zoo. Let's actually take. Yeah, let's take the North America partner zoo just to set up habitats. Just to set up habitats fast. Upgrade the cards action so that we can keep getting rep. I would like to eventually upgrade association, but I don't even know actually if I do bother to take another. Do I even bother to take another university this game? It's honestly unclear. We're gonna discard architectural zoo. Yeah, maybe we wind up building a bunch more large animals. Maybe. All right, our reptile house is not next to rock, which is not great, but it's okay. Take one card in rep range. I'm actually going to take this caracal. I've decided that this African animal is very important. It fits in a 2 size. It fitting in a 2 size is really helpful for us. And now we just free up literally all of our enclosures. We just free up all of our enclosures. So we just have infinite space now. Because these guys all fit in the reptile house. So we just want to play tons of animals in the future. My opponent also wants to get a partner zoo in. That makes sense. It's fine. I want the round to end. Yes, I continue to discard cards, but whatever. This is part of how we make money. Oh, I could play Science Lab here. Huh. I also could just directly play Science Lab. That's spicy. I really just like the money here, right? I also could play Release of Patents. I could get 2 more CP for free. It's also not bad. Huh. I have $24 to work with too, and I have a North American partner zoo, so I can actually play this Scarlet Macaw for 13 plus 9, 22. Staying in the round isn't bad. Yeah, this costs 2 more also, but you know what? Staying in the round's not bad for us. Sure, let's just take 2 free CP, right? Just 2 CP for free. Our opponent gets $4, but whatever. Yeah, just take 2 more. Just take points. It's fine. Gives our opponent a bit of money. If our opponent doesn't cause the break, this is a little bit dubious, but we can play animals relatively happily here. So my opponent does just cause the break though. Yeah, I think this is fine for us. I have to discard a card. I'm going to discard Herbivore Breeding Program. I'm going to run out of projects after Habitat Diversity. So maybe I do keep Herbivore Breeding Program, although this would still be very cool if I ever could somehow play this guy. Let's bet that someday we find another bear that we can play. Or we just take a European release and we release a slow worm. Yeah, let's just take a European release. Let's just have that available in case we want it. I think it's time to use our clever effect up here. Yeah, I think it's time to use the clever effect. We definitely don't need a build action. We have so many enclosures, so let's just keep kicking build out of the way. Um, just get the hell out of there. All right, animals. The bad news is we don't have two animals to play, so I actually think we take a cards action first here, hoping to find another playable animal. Maybe the hunter finds us something, but let's draw some fresh cards and see what happens. Draw from the deck in case we hit something immediately. We have a flock animal 3 that's North America. It's not bad. There's a cheetah. I don't know that the cheetah is particularly good. If we could release it, it's great. But yeah, it's relatively cheap and we have big enclosures. Let's draw one more. This guy can't go into our reptile house, but we have tons of 2-size enclosures for him, so this looks totally fine. We also get to venom our opponent. I'm not sure that our opponent cares we're going to venom them. All right, this reindeer doesn't look great, so let's get rid of that. And then, yeah, I guess I'm just playing another reptile here, right? I have all the tags for this. I do. I do need to play an Africa animal, so I either need to play the carousel or the cheetah, but I mean, the cheetah doesn't look particularly good here. The only question is, do I want to hunt 2 cards first, or do I just guaranteedly want to venom my opponent? Oh, we're going to venom our opponent so easily. We have no appeal. There's just no appeal compared. Like, our opponent has so much more appeal than we do. Our opponent is going to fill their map. Yeah, they're 1 space away from filling the map. So that is spooky. They have a lot of endgame. Our opponent might just be beating us with these huge income things, but we'll find out. I don't know that our opponent has enough projects to do, though, so that may slow them down enough. But I mean, they also could piggyback on our North America release. So, oh, I get to draw a card here. Okay. I guess I just continue to control the projects. I mean, maybe Yosemite is something someday. I could draw a card off the deck, but why? Just continue to control the projects. I am going to look at more cards first, is what I've decided. Wow, lots of these 2 sizes are next. All these 2 sizes are next to rock and water. It's fantastic. I guess it doesn't matter where you go then. You can go in that one. All right. What do you find for us, bud? What do you find? You find a big old monkey that we can't. Oh no, we can play. And allows us to take a cards action. It's not horrific. If we ever find a second monkey, it unlocks monkeys too, but now we're just going to venom our opponent. Just venom our opponent. These are not the most exciting animals by any means, but we kind of need to just keep looking for exciting animals. And hey, we at least get to play Habitat 5, which is very good here. My opponent's taking a lot of cards from the row, which is going to reveal some new stuff. Maybe that new stuff is good stuff. Maybe we reveal a bear. Revealing a bear would be exciting. Nope, none of those are bears. None of those are particularly good. We have all the sponsors are showing up, but I just don't care. All right, let us support habitat diversity for slot. I guess we take a worker now. Sure. Take a worker. I can just cause another break in a sec. I mean, I'm breaking my opponent's venom, but they don't really care about the venom. They have so much money, but like also like they can't use the money fast enough. I mean, I also have so much money to be honest. But what am I doing here? I guess I don't have to cause the break. I could do something like play expert on Africa. Actually, playing expert on Africa is tempting, right? Expert on Africa gives us the clever effect to just keep kicking build out of the way. We do have several African animals in our hand that we might play while we still have the money at the moment. It's not bad. Breaking also requires me to discard cards here. My opponent actually is kind of out of money too. Maybe I'm not supposed to break here. Oh, my opponent hasn't used their workers yet though, so there's that. We're very close in points. This is definitely a spooky game. Expert on Africa is 2 immediate points. I don't know. I'm going to play the Expert on Africa, but I'm very unclear if that's right. Also, I could play Breeding Cooperation. How many projects have I done? I've done 4 projects. So Breeding Cooperation is an endgame CP, but Breeding Cooperation only helps me maybe get out. Well, it lets me play monkeys if I do monkeys. Oh, also I've been missing stream chat. Whoops, sorry. Somebody has been talking to me. Sorry. I realize I accidentally closed my stream or my chat has been hiding on me. You didn't know that you'd need to meet rock water requirements for Reptile House. Man's Relentless. Hey, Gonzo. Well, that was quite a while ago. Sorry. You might not even be here anymore. Sorry, I totally missed chat. Um, let's play the Expert on Africa. I'm not sure this is right. Really not sure this is right, but I do like being able to X build out of the way. It's very the control over our card row is very powerful. Controlling the card row very powerful. So all right, does my opponent have a good European release? If I put the Europe release into play, they do have a pretty good Europe release, so I don't love that, but this is a good sponsorship reptiles moment in your opinion, with Expert Africa. This is a good sponsorship reptiles. I should sponsor the reptiles just because of the points. Okay, I did forget about that. I should have used an X token to play both. Yeah, because sponsorship reptiles is just another 5 points that I passed up on. 5 points for an X token's a good break, good exchange. Okay, I accept that. I accept that it was probably better. All right. This is a bit messy here because, huh? Do I? So, is it correct for me to take a university here to upgrade association just so I can start doing donations in the future? It also lets me hold more cards. It's so late in the game. My opponent's at 72. Not a ton of turns left. My opponent presumably is going to just cause the break here with their sponsorship, right? So, what do we do to win the game from here? I just play. These animals are not great. I really would like to find better animals. I could just draw a bunch of cards, I guess, see if I find some stuff that works. Just look at a ton of cards here. Hope that that solves things. Makes the break even more likely, but I guess that's not horrible. I don't really want to use my X tokens quite yet, do I? Maybe I do. I really don't know what I want to do. Um, late university. This is a very late university. It allows me to maybe make 2 donations, but it's also gonna kick that down so far. I also could play this guy into taking the cards action. And then I get a clever effect. I don't like that much. I don't love drawing cards here because I'm just going to throw away so many cards. Yeah, I'm still here. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to look at a bunch of cards, but I may very well regret this. Large animals, cute. Sea cave. Um, sea cave is okay. It's another monkey, but I don't have the partner zoo. And there's just another little lizard. Discard large animals? No, just discard this monkey. Alright, I assume my opponent's going to cause the break and force me to discard all these anyhow, in which case that probably was a dumb move. Yeah, indeed, they're going to cause the break. It's fair. Hopefully we can snap something, because, yeah, I'm in trouble here. I have to discard 5 cards. I guess this Thorny Devil's very playable, but he's hardly any points. Yosemite's no good. Large Animals is free, which is nice. Do I really need more release projects? I mean, releasing a grass snake is fine. Cheetah does let me look at more cards. Maybe I give up on the Brown Bear dream. Let's give up on the Brown Bear Bavarian Forest dreams. Maybe we're about to get another monkey. So maybe no more release projects. We are going to just play a large animal. We're able to play a large animal. I'm running low on projects. I think I've got myself into a bad spot here. I don't think our endgame is strong enough. Don't think our endgame's strong enough. There's finally a bear. Finally a bear after I discarded my bear. Finally, and yeah. Alright. Punished. May as well take this free rep at least. I still should just take this panda, but... Alright, the game's gonna be over pretty soon. I'm gonna play the cheetah and see what we draw. Gonna play the cheetah and see what we draw. We also get a clever effect off this at least, which is nice. Alright. Anything good? Not really. Not really. If we play another large animal here, we do get another CP. The downside is I'd use up my other big enclosure, but how much time is left? Very little. So sure, this is the most points we're gonna get. Alright, move, build down. May as well move. Okay, actually, whoops, undo the last step. We want to move sponsorship down. Then we want to move build down. Now we want to take the cards action. And we're just drawing from the deck here. That's an eagle, but we kind of can't play it anymore. But whatever. We're never playing sponsorship vultures. Can't check. All right. I can at least sponsor large animals here, but I don't think we have quite enough points to finish this game out. Unless we do. How good is this anaconda? This anaconda is pretty good. $10 for 6 points. Maybe we can eke out just enough with these couple of animals after I sponsor for $12. Definitely take $12. The 3x tokens are cute, but I don't think that's helpful enough. We're at 85. I don't know that I can quite generate 15 points here. Don't know that we can quite generate 15 points here. I can play the Anaconda and the Red Panda, but that takes us to not quite enough. Yeah, not quite enough. Baboon Rock is 2 points when I play it. It also opens up the ability to. It opens up the ability to play primates too. So maybe Baboon Rock is the draw here. Anaconda can even go live in our reptile house. Sure, that's cute. We get to constrict our opponent's animals, which is actually perhaps useful. And I guess I'm playing Red Panda. Red Panda's 3 more points. Like, points are all that matter at the moment. We have $0, which is not great. Oh, 3 points. 3 points. Remember when Lumen said that we should play that, have played that sponsorship reptiles for 5 points? It's looking suspiciously like that 5 points would have made the difference. Because now we're giving our opponent ungodly number of turns. They're doing an herbivore release. Makes sense. If I had any project left, I could also end this game, right? Because I could boost myself to sponsorship, but yeah, I can't do that. Ugh, annoying. My opponent's at 83. I mean, they still haven't won yet, but they have 1,000,000 money and they get to take an animals action, so I suspect it's over. I could cause the break here. I don't really know how much that helps me. I don't see a way to get 3 points. I can get 2 points by playing Baboon Rock, right? But then none of these other cards give points. Oh, wait. No, wait, I can play Prime. No, I don't have money. Oh my god, if I have $1. If I had $1, I could play Primatologist after playing Baboon Rock. But I literally don't have $1. Amazing. Well, whatever. I still don't see a better thing to do. Oh, can I not play Baboon Rock due to placement restrictions? Hilarious. Okay, I can't even play Baboon Rock. Alright, whatever. We're just double breaking then and getting 1,000,000 money and hoping that we somehow find an animal that's good. Yikes. I guess I could play Primatologist now to at least give myself the option to sponsor. I could at least give the option to do Primates 2 this way. I don't need more money. God, hilarious. We didn't even have a spot for Baboon Rock. Didn't even have a spot for Baboon Rock. Do we have a good Asia release? Not really. I'm still gonna snap it because it's the only. Well, or am I supposed to just snap this bird because this is a 6-point bird? Snap a 6-point bird. Give me things to actually play that are good. Also, Lubin, what are you doing up at this hour? what what are you doing giving me hints? Also, it turns out though, yeah, Lumen. Hey, this is where the skill is that I'm not. I totally missed that I had the option to sponsor those reptiles, and God, I think it is going to cost me the game. My opponent has $100, hilarious, but I suspect my opponent goes over here. Although my opponent, okay, one thing that I keep forgetting is that I'm like, oh, my opponent's going to drop some giant animals with all their money, but they really can't play giant animals. They can only just play mediocre animals. They really can only play mediocre animals, but we'll see how it goes. They do have a monkey. Okay, fair enough. Takes them to 88. They're only to 88. Well, that's pretty good. I suspect I'm supposed to sponsor Primates 2 here. Because if I sponsor Primates 2 here, what do they do? I don't know that they have an answer if I do Primates 2. Also, I get to take a bunch of X tokens if I do a sponsorship, and I do have Expert on Africa. Yeah, fantastic. Use 2 X tokens, end the game. We still might have it. You're failing to sleep. That makes sense. All right, let's do Primates 2 in front of them. Take those X tokens. And yeah, we at least cause the game to end. If that was the best animal our opponent had, we're probably fine. Also, the cards move when you had Manglebee in hand was extremely very questionable. The card's action I took when you're thinking I should have just played. I talked a lot there, but yeah, you're thinking I should just play the Manglebee. All right, unfortunately, our opponent does have a project to play, but well, okay, this is gonna be very close. Their endgame is better than mine. Yeah, because they have 5 from that. Oh, maybe their endgame's not better though. Whoo, close one. The card's action was pretty bad because I just discarded a bunch of crap, right? So I did discard a bunch of crap after that card's action. Wow, that was only a 30-turn game? Okay. I thought I was being a bit slow that game, but 30-turn game's not bad. I mean, I should have been able to end it sooner, I guess is why it felt weird. Huh. This being a 30-turn game is actually pretty interesting to me because I didn't think I had that hot of a start, but I guess just doing projects is just that good. I did 6 projects during the game, right? Just tons of projects is just very good. I got a free partner zoo, so I took a partner zoo action and a university action. It's not bad. I took only 2 build actions. It's also pretty good. The only 2 build actions I took this game were to build 2 5-size enclosures. It's actually incredible. I built 2 5-size enclosures with build actions. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these off of having the 2 size come. Yeah, okay. I also had a few opportunities to end the game with my worker getting 2 rep or the hand size uni. Oh, 2 rep would have ended the game. Yes, good call. 2 rep could have ended the game. How could I end it with taking a uni? Uni just gives me 1 rep, right? Oh, also that panda was important because that panda the red panda gave me a bear icon for science library, so that was actually quite helpful. I don't see how taking the university does it. I guess the university does it because it gives me the 1 shield. Maybe that's what you're meaning. Yeah, I might have missed the way to end the game faster. I was definitely right there, but I totally missed the move to sponsorship reptiles. So my opponent did have small animal zoo, so the fact that they didn't have any large things does, and this petting zoo is a lot better with small animal zoo. All right, that was an interesting one. Um, an interesting one. All right, I'm gonna try to play one more. Gonna try to play one more here, and then I'm gonna head off and do other things today. But um, I don't totally know how to feel about that game. I mean, I still got the win, which is nice, but it definitely feels like I mangled the end game. Um, Taking that cards action probably didn't actually help us. As Lumen's pointing out, there was that sponsorship reptiles move. There was a couple other ways to like eke out some points, and obviously my whole issue was eking out points right at the end. Oh my! All right, friend of the stream Andrew has found us. All right, here we go. Andrew is underrated, so I don't feel great about this, but all right, Research Institute. We can maybe play Sneaky Animals for all the elo. I know. Um, Foreign Institute is pretty sweet usually. Um, Foreign Institute's nice. This hand is not good. You fine? All right, that's what he claims. We have Africa. We have species. We have Asia. I do have some Africa in my hand. I have a rhinoceros in hand, which, with the herbivore breeding program, is kind of tempting. Although building rhinoceros as your first creature is dubious. I like Foreign Institute though. I like the rhinoceros. I like the herbivore breeding program. Secretary bird is not a good African animal. The bush baby is a good African animal. Spotted hyena compound's a cool way to look at cards, but I don't know that I'm playing predators. There's a university and a partner zoo on 5. Okay. This map has a free university, which is nice. I don't know what the other card's supposed to be here. I guess I'm going to keep the bush baby. But I don't know. I do think this means we would like an African partner zoo. I think we would like an African partner zoo. We don't really have the say on that. I do think I'm going to just build a 4-size enclosure for this rhino and get $5 more. I don't know that we have quite enough money still to actually get the rhino down super fast. Getting the rhino down super fast is also a bit dubious, but it does open up the herbivore breeding program. So, I mean, we kind of do need the Africa Partner Zoo. And the Africa Partner Zoo is going to be tempting for Andrew also. But also, we're starting over here means we're pretty far away from this university. But I don't know, we're not that far away from it, and I don't know that we need to rush the university for any particularly strong reason, but I mean, we're going to be able, I mean, getting an early university is just better than a late one, but this foreign institute is going to be the science tag we need for the rhino, is my thoughts. To play the foreign institute, we're going to have to X back in action. The card row here is interesting, but nothing immediate. Like, the guerrilla field research is like sort of tempting, but I don't think it's tempting enough to just draw it. I don't think there's a play there. You're always hyena here because of getting to Unispot and species. Oh, I see. You're keeping the okay. You were keeping the hyena because it's a predator icon and because it helps us snake. It helps us snake faster to where we want to go instead of this bush baby is who knows when that's happening. Okay. No, I think that's a good. I think that's a good call. I think that's a really good call. I'm also at only $22, so I'm gonna have to somehow get. Yeah, okay. This. Oh no, if I can get the Africa Partner Zoo, this works. But if I don't get the Africa Partner Zoo, we're in for a very awkward start. Although we are gonna get the Africa Partner Zoo because CS doesn't care. Just Take that Africa Partner Zoo. All right. This part, at least, is going to go nicely. We're just Xing cards out of the way. We play Foreign Institute. We play the Rhinoceros. At that point, we admit we don't have a lot left to do, and the round could keep going, so that part's not going to be good. That part's not going to be good. We're going to wind up probably just using a couple X tokens, but Andrew takes a uni. That's fine by us. We have to use our X token to play Foreign Institute here. I don't love that, but it's fine. Always keep the hyena. Yeah, now that you've explained it out loud, the snaking across the map would be so helpful here. All right, Andrew, do you have a sponsor or are you going to break? Breaking would be great. I would actually really love him to break. But we'll see. Also, we didn't look at our final scoring cards. What are we? We're a sponsored zoo or a naturalist zoo. Okay, check. Sponsored zoo does make it tempting to try to get more sponsors out. That's a migration recording. Okay, migration recording is spooky. Can be very powerful. All right, we play a rhino. This is a very early rhino. Very early rhino. I'm almost certainly taking habitat diversity, right? Like, what else am I taking? We gotta take habitat diversity, but we're gonna be holding habitat diversity for a long time, but... But yeah, now I just try to cause the break by Xing back build. Yeah, I think I just want to X build back here. I'm planning to take 2 size reward and never upgrade build again this game. Is that accurate? Seems accurate. Bush Baby can go into the 2 size that I build. Yeah, I think this is another no upgrade build game. Alright, I use a cards action here. Why am I using a cards action here, though? I actually want my entire hand. I just use another X token, and then see what Andrew does. But yeah, we just don't need to draw cards for a while here. We have our next several plays more or less locked down, and we would just be discarding those cards. But yeah, this part is awkward. We're really kind of spinning our tires for a second, but I'll probably use an X token to break 5 here, especially if Andrew draws cards. I'm going to call him Andrew, even though I should be calling him CS, but he has no animals down yet, which is also... And he X'd his animals down? Okay, this is an awkward start. He has no income going, so he doesn't want the break to be caused. He's going to go get his university here. Yeah, he's going to go build and get his university here. Okay. He has the rep and hand size. He gets another rep, so he gets to do multiple card upgrades, which is cool. He might have an upgraded sponsor in hand, is kind of my new guess. He upgraded sponsor and cards. Okay, so yeah, he is probably just hunting for things to play. He still has, like, no income because he doesn't have an animal down. He does decide to upgrade build, actually, too. So, not the card upgrade. Nope, he's unsure. He's still restarting. Now it's just animals. Animals and sponsor. Okay, cool. All right, we use 1 X token to break 5. This way, if a card's action takes place, we break. If a card's action doesn't take place, I can just take a card's action just to cause the stupid break. Because really, we're on... This game needs to break. Andrew is making sure to get a sponsorship down here, and indeed, it is an upgraded one. It's Science Lab. Science Lab's quite good. He draws the Guerrilla Field Research, which he now can play. That is pretty cool. That does seem quite good. Card draw every break is good stuff. I am definitely just breaking here. I do get to draw one card from the deck, which we're almost certainly discarding. Yeah, that card's not bad, but it's getting discarded. Although it is an herbivore. Oh, we don't care about herbivore. Okay, sorry. We care about separate species. We have no strong... We care about herbivore only because we have an herbivore breeding program, but... Alright, we obviously... Our next action is herbivore breeding program. There are some good cards on the row, but... like Tech Institute's pretty sweet, but... I'm just not going to be... I'm not taking snapping here. I just want to build. I think we take upgraded animals. Get more rep rolling in. We get to upgrade animals and something else. Do we ever take the worker, by the way? Is this ever 2 CP worker? With an eventual free uni or partner zoo and a free uni on the map, I don't feel like I need an extra worker. I don't have that many projects. Like I don't have that many. I don't need to take that many partner zoos. Yeah. So we just want card upgrades. I want to upgrade animals. I said I was never upgrading build. I'm probably upgrading sponsorship just to... Andrew takes the Asia Partner Zoo. It's reasonable. I would have thought about taking that someday. Obviously not now, but... I do want to snake towards this free university, which is going to take a little while, but... Alright, definitely upgrading animals just for that rep. And I think it's upgrade sponsors here. Upgrade sponsors. We can actually maybe play something right from the row with upgraded sponsors. Also, we do have sponsored zoo, so just playing more sponsors is a thing we would like to be doing. We also do have naturalist zoo, though. This could be a decent naturalist zoo game. I'm going to snake towards this, and then I'd like to build back towards the Research Institute eventually. Although our build actions are supposed to just be for building large enclosures. I don't have quite enough money to build a 2-size and play the grass snake and the bush baby, so I think we just play bush baby here. Yeah, I think we just play bush baby here, and then maybe we do just build a giant enclosure with our build action. Also... no, I probably want a fast round again. I'm probably using sponsors just to break for a bunch of money. Even though I talked about doing something else. We would like to push to Africa 5 relatively soon. I don't know how likely that is, but... Not the best iconic animal there, by the way, but whatever. It's another Africa. It's another little bit more appeal for a little better income. I'm tempted to just build a big enclosure just to... Tempted to build a big enclosure just for flexibility later, but it is very committal to a lot of money. But we now have emptied our hand pretty nicely, which is something. If I do clever something out of the way, though, what am I clever in? Covering up the clever here is actually kind of annoying. So maybe I don't do that. Maybe I just build a big enclosure elsewhere. I could just build a big enclosure right here, and then that sets up taking the university during the break. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I do sometimes feel like I'm build speculative enclosures too much, but Andrew gets his other worker. Okay. Let's check out what he's up to. He did get the guerrilla field research down. He takes the Tech Institute with snapping. Okay, that all makes more and less sense. He wants to use his worker. A fun question here is if I'm supposed to use 2X tokens to cause a break. It kind of feels like using 2X. Oh, and he has tons of cards in hand. He has so many cards in hand. This feels like I'm supposed to break his worker. He does get to draw another card because of all that, but I get one of these X tokens back because I caused the break. I don't know. It's kind of nuts to use the X tokens aggressively here, but it might be right. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. It also is a ton of money. And Andrew's money is like rough here because he doesn't have any projects yet. Yeah, seems fine. I'm going to build towards that university. There's some Asia tags. It's not really what we're about. I already have a science tag, so I actually just think the hand size is probably the one I take first. Yeah, I think I just take hand size first here. Oh, except, this guy does get me my other worker right away. But, nah, I'll get my worker by plane. I'll get my worker fast enough. This is fine. This is fine. I probably am taking a cards action just to look at a bunch of crap. Yeah. Looking at a bunch of crap sounds good. Actually, maybe it was supposed to be the upgraded. Maybe I did take the wrong uni, because actually upgrading cards here, just so I'm immediately looking at more cards. Or no, wait, how was I going to upgrade cards? Sorry, I'm not upgrading cards. I could take my association action first and upgrade cards. Maybe that's the play. Oh, that's actually probably is the play. We actually take a partner zoo. I think we take a partner zoo because I think we're expecting to win the race for this this, and even if we get an extra partner zoo, we don't care. I kind of care if I get an extra university, but extra partner zoo, I'm fine taking a bunch of partner zoos for habitat diversity reasons. Andrew does just do Asia too, just to get a project on the table. Makes sense. He upgrades cards himself. That makes sense. I would like to look at a bunch of cards in a sec. Instead of just taking a partner zoo here, because more partner zoos don't make me sad. Okay, more partner zoos make me slightly sad because I have to get the uni before. That's fine though. That's fine. I definitely want Asia eventually, probably. I don't know which partners do I want, so yeah, I guess we take Asia. There's a bunch of Asia stuff coming down the line. We'll upgrade our cards action. We want our cards action upgraded anyhow because we're about to get, like, we're getting close to having tons of rep, and we want to just look at a lot of cards here. Also, this way we can draw cards from the row in case we want to. Monkey Park coming down for CS. Monkey Park's not particularly excited, but it's fine. It is increasingly looking like we're a naturalist zoo because, oh boy, are we we're not a good sponsored zoo, I'll tell you that. CS is looking like he's the sponsored zoo. He takes my water park. What the heck? Leave some sponsors for me. Large animals and Big Nose. Oh my God, Big Nose is here. We already have a monkey down. Big Nose being here is intriguing. This guy's not horrible. I mean, they do need a bunch of big enclosures. I don't think I'm taking that stuff yet. I think we're drawing from the deck, but those are mildly tempting. A tiger. All right. We need some more Asia tags, but also we could eventually build down here to ignore one of those tags. So that seems pretty helpful, and it'll help push us to Asia 4. Cable car. We do have a rock symbol there already, so a decent cable car. Although, where do we put a cable car that doesn't wreck everything? We can put a cable car here, and then we still have room for a 5 size. I was originally thinking this was room for a 5 size. Oh, wait, actually we can throw cable car right through here. We throw cable car right through here. We throw a 5 size here. We can throw a 5 size up in here still, and then we snake the 2 sizes through the rest of the map for the rest of the game. Okay, okay. That cable car is pretty good. Red Panda is excellent. That's a Asia tag for us. Yeah, Red Panda really good. We do need another science icon now, but that's what the other university's for. And geological to go with cable car. Okay, that was incredible. I don't want to discard any of these. Shit. I have to discard one of these. What the hell? I mean, geological is huge here. I can play cable car into geological. I think I have to keep those two. Keeping habitats feels necessary, so it's which of these animals? I guess I get rid of the tiger. Is that insane? It's kind of insane. The panda is so much closer to playable. It's not even playable yet either, though. Ugh. Wow, that was a draw. The panda is also good for species because it gives me a bear symbol. I'm gonna get rid of the tiger because the tiger's further away from getting played, but the panda's not playable at the moment. Oh, that's tricky. Do I X animals out of the way? That sounds kind of insane also. Oh, also animals is how I was supposed to get my worker though, right? Yeah, because now I want to be able to play geological. Ugh. Ugh, we caused ourselves issues here. Tough, but you think you dropped the cable car. I mean, I'm open to the argument that that was better. But I did this, and I think I'm comfortable with it. I think I'm okay with this. I build a 5 size here, touch the Research Institute, then I can play Panda after the 5 size, and then I can double sponsors. I can play Cable Car and just cause a break for a bunch of money. I think that's okay. It's a little bit silly. It uses up another X token here, which is annoying. Using up another X token is also not great. Also, throwing away the tiger is very painful. I definitely throwing away the tiger hurts, but oh, I also wasted the clever here. Oh, that's bad. That part's bad also. Wasting the clever is annoying. I really don't want to change this card order. I really don't want to change the card order though, so whatever. We power on. Finally arcing. We've done a lot of Ark Nova lately, yeah. It's kind of bad. I would swear that CS had sponsored Zoo if I knew for a fact he just definitely didn't. But we like the fact that he's not causing a break here, because this way we do get our doubler. We are gonna get our doubler out. We're gonna break our own worker. That part seems sad, but whatever. Um, we are going to break our own worker, though, so alas. And we're not going to break his worker because he's going to wisely use it. I guess I could use my worker and then do the doubler stuff. But the problem is I'm just going to get a free university in a sec anyhow, and I don't need the other university. And I can't take a partner zoo yet. Yeah, whatever. I don't care that I'm breaking this worker. It's fine. I'm not having an issue with that. All right, we do get to play the cable car. This is good. We do get to draw a card here too. I guess I take this guy, right? Like, maybe there is a world where I wind up playing this guy and getting Big Nose. Yeah, it seems actually possible that that happens. Like, if we get Big Nose now, this guy into Big Nose, and that's what our big enclosures are for, is pretty nice. Oh, I'm actually not even causing the break here. Oh, I'm just almost causing the break here. I mean, Andrew, CS might cause the break on us, and that's fine. But if the break doesn't happen, I get to do geological here, which would be great. But no, they are going to cause the break. All right, I'm going to guess they're drawing Big Nose, but if they don't, that'd be great. Also, large animals is a decent project for us. Um, everything from the deck. Oh, please just leave. Well, he gets to take cards in the break too. What did he unlock? He unlocked income. Classic. Classic. All right. Things seem okay here still. Already in no build upgrade meta. Every once in a while I'll upgrade build, but I'm pretty I'm pretty not upgraded build is definitely a solid option. I'll go with that. There's a lot of times where I think it's quite good. So um I really want Andrew to leave this monkey for us. Oh wow, he is leaving the monkey for us. I think that's also actually a big mistake from him, but it got better in Marine World. Overall, Marine World is much more fun, you find. Yeah, basically practice for like in-person tournaments, so um am I covering up this $5 actually? That might be awkward. Given what I'm planning, maybe I shouldn't cover up the $5. I mean, more money is very helpful, of course. But I am gonna run out of space potentially. Yeah, I don't know what's right. I don't know what's right. How much does these two cost together? These two would cost 30, 41. $5 doesn't change that, so don't worry about it. All right. We're going to do geological for 3. We're going to take snapping. We're going to snap off Big Nose. Oh, I get a university here. That's right. Oh, I get large animals and Big Nose. Oh, fantastic. Amazing. I take this university for rep. I gain university. I get to take a card in rep range. Give me Big Nose. We'll take large animals in a sec. We upgrade a Soch because build never needs to be upgraded. Give me that large animals. And away we go. Okay. My tournament is 2-player. No, the tournament's also 4-player, but I'm not practicing 4-player games yet. But also, the tournament's not till, next year again, so whatever. I could probably muck around in Marine Worlds, but I don't know. I think the base game as is very interesting. I'm certainly not having a shortage of interesting games and decisions, so Do I even need to draw cards? What am I drawing cards for, right? I have my next several plays lined up. Yeah, I have my next several plays lined up. Habitat diversity, I admittedly am struggling on, and I'm struggling on species diversity. We could debate, like, this is both habitat and species. Yeah, that's interesting, actually. Let's look at more cards. That's fine. We have a hand size uni now. We may as well look. This guy does look helpful for both of our extra goals. But let's see what's in the deck. That's a North America Predator. Okay, that's a winner. We should be working towards habitat and species. That's an Australian Predator there. That's not really what I want. That's just an eagle, which is maybe what I want. Alright. This sunbathing on the sea lion is kind of cute, but I think it's unnecessary. Also, Big Nose, I don't have to actually play this guy, right? Wait a sec. I don't have to play this guy to play Big Nose, because I get to ignore a thing, because we're freaking Research Institute, so we can already play Big Nose. This guy, coupled with this guy, gets us to Species 5. Although Andrew already beat us to Species 5. Okay, never mind, check. Species 5, we already lost the race to, so now we're just looking at Habitat, though, still. Habitat 5, these are good. I don't think I want to play the sea lion out of all of this. I also don't know that I actually want to play the eagle. I know it's an eagle and all, but I don't know that the eagle is actually what I want to play. Alright, species 5, we lost the race to. We can always do species 3 someday. It's obviously less exciting, but whatever. Losing species 5 was not great. We'd still someday like to see more African animals too, obviously, but there's time. There's time for that, we're going to claim. Habitat diversity still is going to be very good for us eventually, when we get around to it. Andrew's beating us to the first donations, which is fine. I think I'm just Xing build out of the way here. I feel like we're taking a lot of X actions this game, but also, like, I think that's fine here. I do think I'm actually going to take a European Partner Zoo as an action here. Native farm animals for 11? Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's trouble. That's trouble. I don't actually think I want to take donations yet. Well, maybe I do. 11 and 15 is 26. Okay, I'll take the $5 donation while I'm here. But the rest of the donations are not going to be very exciting. But yeah, I do think I want to play. I want to play this guy. This guy is a rock icon too, which is good. I do want to play the bird. Oh, I don't have enclosures for both of these. Whoops. That's also not great. That's not great. Okay, that part of the plan was bad. I'm gonna build a one size enclosure. I'm gonna take a one build action. Gross. I don't like taking a one build action, but oh well. That bear is in range for me to draw now. I think I draw that bear. Yeah. We might be slightly too slow here though, team. This might be bad. Maybe it's fine though. We have some big endgame eventually coming. I mean, the monkey is a ton of points. We still have projects we can play. Reptile breeding program. That's an okay project for sure. We're not good. Our endgame projects are not good because I probably am playing another 5-size enclosure and I'm playing a bunch of 2 sizes still. So this naturalist zoo is like not. This is maybe a point, but sponsorship zoo is also looking like it's going to be like a point. I guess I take sponsored zoo because maybe sponsored zoo becomes 2 and I should play at least one more sponsor. I have a free sponsor even eventually. Well, not truly free, but I have a sponsorship action if I just find a sponsor that's worth playing. But yeah, this is trouble. I mean, CS is like way ahead of us now. I don't know that I'm gonna catch up fast enough or not, but we'll see. It partly depends on if he finds. It partly depends on if he finds more projects. I don't have a good kiosk spot, so I think I'm just dropping a pavilion. I do have to get rid of one of these cards. I actually think it's the bald eagle. I really don't think I need the bald eagle. I am gonna just cause the break here. Yeah, I am just causing the break here. Admittedly, I could play Adventure Playground from the row. Adventure Playground is at least another rock symbol, but I don't think that's good enough. I think I need the money for breaking also. Hey, Heroic Logic, welcome. Welcome. We're in a tough game here. We'll see. It's an interesting game for sure. But yeah, I don't think I need the eagle. I'm gonna claim I don't need the eagle. We do have Habitat 5 to play. We have projects. We'd really like to get Africa 5 going if we ever saw some Africa. There's an Africa. That's probably what we snap. I am about to. I'm gonna unfortunately throw away this sponsorship action because yeah, I don't have a sponsor that's worth playing. But Africa tags are important. I think. I think Africa 5 is part of how we'd like to be competitive. I don't actually want to cover up this $5 immediately, or do I? Do I just cover up the $5? I assume one more 2-size, and then I build one more like 5-size probably. Maybe I don't need another 5-size, although maybe I do. Am I actually playing this grizzly at some point too? I'm at 4 rock symbols, so another rock symbol would be nice someday. Do I need $5 more at the moment? I mean, kind of. I'm gonna have 32. I guess 5 doesn't immediately do a ton. Ugh, I don't know. How many more breaks is this game, though? Given that CS is already at 50, there's probably only one more break left. So if there's only one more break left, I can put the other one down here when it comes. Like, let's just take the money. Don't worry about killing future spaces. We don't have time to worry about future spaces. We gotta worry about now. Points have to be scored now, now, now. I mean, I do have a lot of points in my hand too, also, right? Like, Habitat 5 takes me to 50. I get some money. I probably just take immediate money, to be honest. Or maybe it's time to take Clever. Actually, it could be time to take Clever, too. Knock build and cards out of the way. Oh, wait. Actually, it's probably time to take Clever. Knock build and cards out of the way. This large animals for 3 is still looking very possible, because I'm still going to have Rhino plus Monkey plus eventually probably the Bear is what's going to go in this one. So that's another 3 points. I'd really like to find a way to Africa 5, though. One more Africa. Africa 5 would help a lot with our game. I still have Species 3 sitting here for whenever, so like we have projects to play at least. I'm pretty sure my first move is to just Habitat 5, although Habitat 5 does give CS Habitat 3, which like maybe is a project he needs, because maybe he's running out of projects himself. Although he just took Aquatic into hand, so like, meh. My endgame is really not good at the moment, though. I don't have much for endgame. I do need one more rock creature. CS is playing a Dugong. That's spooky. That means that the aquatic that he just grabbed is better than I thought for him. He also gets to dig a shit, or he gets to dig a lot for more cards. We might just be losing. Maybe not. I don't know. He's gonna run out of money also. It's 2 CP for the 4th worker. Oh, this guy is way better than I thought. Although, actually, I don't even need this guy for the last worker, right? I can always take the last worker bonus off my board. Okay, so I do have 2 CP also, like, hiding, sort of, but it's not really hiding. It can come in time. I think I take Clever. Although I don't have enough money to play Flamingo and Monkey. I have enough money to play Flamingo and Bear. I don't think I actually ever am actually playing the Primate Space Project. It'll be nice to have it in our hand, but I think we're just playing this guy because he's 16 points and a rock symbol, which we care about. Uh, but yeah, let's just. CS is at 69 because they donated again. Okay, so CS is going to try to cause a fast break on us, probably, because what else are they up to? Uh, let's take our Clever income reward, though. Double Clever is going to be very helpful here to get the riffraff out of the way. We're just gaining $5 because, yeah. Definitely do not donate 10. We have way better things to do with money than donating 10. But now we get to Clever cards that build. So yeah, this Clever is huge for us here to cycle to what we actually want to do. Um, do I play the Bear? I don't think so. I have enough money to play Big Nose and the Flamingo. Oh, okay. We just play Big Nose and the Flamingo here. Just play Big Nose and the Flamingo here. Hydrologist. Wow, okay, so this is a huge aquatic. CS actually has a huge aquatic coming in a second, which is trouble. That's a 4-point aquatic. Yeah, this is getting sketch. I don't know that we have time for Africa 5. Not having time for Africa 5 is a bit spooky. I can draw another card here. This card has the rock symbol. Is this bird good enough to play over the Bear? It's possible this bird is worth playing over the Bear. They're basically the same points, but the rock icon is 2 more points plus this endgame CP for us. Although the multiplier, this guy has multiplier on association. I keep forgetting about that. Multiplying association could be sick. The timing on the Grizzly is off here, though. This is a good option to have, though. All right, let's just put this option into hand. We're not going to immediately play it. We're going to play Big Nose over here. This is a ton of points, at least. But yeah, it's really bad that our end game is actually 0. I guess I should have kept Naturalist Zoo. I didn't consider the outcome where I actually don't even play enough sponsors to get a point off Sponsored Zoo, so our end game is looking sketch. CS is saying that they're taking Habitat 3 here, but I thought they're going to play Aquatic. No, what are they? They are playing Aquatic. Yeah, they're playing Aquatic. The issue is they also can play Habitat 3 soon. So yeah, this is spooky. Um, I can take Species 3 here if I want. I probably should take Species 3 here. Take Species 3. It's only 2 points. I could take Africa 4. Could take Africa 4. Could take Africa 4 and assume that we're able to set up like brown. Well, actually, we're probably just playing this Condor over the brown bear. It doesn't really matter. We're probably just losing. Is there any way we Africa 5? I think I'm supposed to use my workers here. CS is so close to ending the game on us without even causing a break. He uses all of his X tokens to do Habitat 4 and he donates. That still looks like it's only 99, but he's almost at 99 without even causing a break. Why not play bear instead of monkey, then just support twice and get enough money for Big Nose? I don't think that works. How are we getting enough money by supporting twice? But I might have missed a line. It's possible I missed a line. To be clear, I'm still very capable of missing lines. Um, yeah, I guess we just settle for Africa 4 here, but that sounds like losing, but I don't know that we have Africa 5 coming. I don't know that we have time for it. Although I don't even know that the game is actually going to have another break. Ugh, I don't know. Take 5 plus 12 coins from Double Project. I don't have enough workers. I don't have enough workers is the answer, right? Oh, the bear gives me enough workers. The bear gives me enough workers to have done that. Okay. Yeah, that does sound like that was the line, but predictably I missed it. So the answer of why not do it, because I obviously never saw it, never talked about it. So, take the X tokens here. I might be using a shit ton of X tokens to cause a break. I don't know, I don't even know if that I don't even know that there's enough turns though if I do that. Probably aren't. I'm pretty sure this is just over. I'm pretty sure we're just drawing dead. I know that the last worker is very valuable, I'm aware. But I also have the ability to just take the last worker from a project, so the bear wasn't that necessary in that regard. But um but yeah, CS is doing Habs 3 and is donating once he takes money. Still's only 99 and decides not to donate. Okay, fair enough. All right, the issue is I also just need a break to happen here, so I'm going to cause a break, but CS is going to end the game, so it's not great. not great, but that's what we're doing. I don't I don't see a way around this. I may as well build over the X tokens at this point because we're definitely not. There's the thing that would have given me Africa 5, but oh well. None of these have rock symbols, so that's kind of a big issue. Um, um, but yeah, so now like I'm only getting one turn. I'd be shocked if CS allows, like, CS should just be playing animals here. I really want to, I guess we have to just run the math here. Like, if I play animals, I can play, the Condor is 9 points plus a CP. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. We can't catch CS here. We need like 2 to 3 turns. Um, Also, it doesn't really matter because I'm CS's endgame has to just be destroying us, right? He has so many cards, and he probably has a project that's actually good. But um, oh wait, I'm getting the rep anyhow. Okay, wait, sorry. Okay, so this. Okay, so if I take animals, it comes with the rep. I guess I should just play the bear because it gives me that 2 CP worker. So this is like 14. This is like 14, and then I just play something off the row. 14 is better than 7, 8, 9. The Condor is 12 plus it scavenges. All of that is better than Project, right? Or maybe Project still is best. Project is 12 because I get to take my worker award and I get to donate. Project is 15. Except, wait, no, this is 14, right? This is 14 plus a thing. It's 17. Okay. Oh no, plus the CP. Okay, no, it's definitely animals. It's definitely animals. But yeah, slight bummer that we just don't. If we had like a rock animal to draw, uh, or yeah, if we just had like another turn. Yeah, we're close. We're close. Just slightly off. All right, we weren't that far off. 9 points. It was a 29 to 30 turn game. So yeah, like yeah, it was a good game. It's a good game. Um, it still feels like I should have found a way to win that one, but maybe there was no way. CS played well, and they came up with some clever stuff, but winnable with that support twice line, it very well might have been. Might have been. The game did not feel good with 29 turns. Yeah, I don't. um, but anyhow, yeah, whatever. It was. This was still reasonably well done, but yeah, I did just miss I just missed just a little bit. And again, I mean, freaking a 0 point end game, missing cable car by one rock icon. Like, it's quite close. Yeah, that was an insane native farm animals too. Yeah. Um, Still felt so close. Felt so close, but huh. I also wonder if there was a way to have. Yeah, yeah. I wasted the double. Eh, Yeah, you're right. I think I just missed the line where I get the bear out sooner, and then I could do large animals for 3 plus like primates 2 and stuff, and just spam out some rewards. But oh well, seeing lines is hard. I'm relatively happy with how that game went. Um, but yeah, just slightly sad. Settling for Africa 3 or 2, or yeah, not getting to Africa 5 was also a bummer, but I didn't really look at that many cards. I took a lot of X actions that game too, which felt weird. Like, yeah, I took four times I just X'd back actions. I mean, I don't think that was entirely wrong. I just didn't need to take build actions or card actions. But then I didn't look at that many cards, so it's always tough to hit some of the numbers if you don't look at that many cards. So, all right. Anyhow, nose first didn't actually matter as you didn't support. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. It didn't matter to. I didn't need to get him out first. Um, I didn't need to get him out first. I didn't have time to actually play him. So yeah, this is a very low money game from CS, but again, I mean, CS has a low money game here. It has very low appeal animals overall. Like, not playing a lot of stuff there, but I mean, the sponsors are obviously what's carrying CS's game, like native farm animals in particular. But finding the aquatic project also, maybe I had to deny that. Whatever. Anyhow, I'm blabbing too much. I'm just staring at stuff. Doesn't really matter. Thanks, folks, for hanging out today. It was a good Ark Nova morning. We got some good practice in. I still think we're doing a lot better than we once were, but yeah, still hunting out lines. Still, we're still in the throes of being a mid 300s or low 400s type player. But we'll keep cleaning it up as we play more. Um, yeah, good stuff. This feels like a very winnable game. Obviously, if I have like slightly more experience or could think through a few lines or see different lines, but didn't quite get there, and that's all right. All right, I'm gonna head off, but thanks all for hanging out. Thanks for the chats. See people around. Gonna go do other stuff on my day though. Later, everybody.